Hey guys, it's Amber and I'm here with Little Miss, and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I know some of you guys are probably wondering how big she's gotten, so before I get started on my Q&A, I just thought I would show you her. When she's sitting in my lap, it's kind of hard to see her because I've got my computer here in front of me and everything, but you have to see her little leggings. They're just too cute. They're just too cute in her little belly. Say hi, Little Miss. She's such a good baby. She's so sweet. And I'm just going to be holding her because she's awake and I want to get this Q&A filmed. So if you hear little baby noises, that's why, because she's just sitting here on my lap. So I did some Q&A questions on my giveaway, and I thought it would be fun to do a couple of videos since I probably won't be able to answer them all. There's a lot, I'll be honest. There's a lot of questions. So I'm not going to be answering all of them, but I'm going to try to go through and answer as many as I can. All right, the first question is, what got you started in makeup? Who taught you, or did you teach yourself? So I went to cosmetology school and I learned basic makeup. Makeup has changed so much since then. The makeup that people do now is way different than what I learned in school, just because nobody did winged liner. There wasn't a lot of contouring and stuff like that. So I have self-taught and also just watched a lot of YouTube videos from like makeup artists who are like runway and just more experienced than me, and have learned a lot that way. What led you down the path of cosmetology? Is there any person in the makeup world that inspires you? What led me down the path of cosmetology? I have always loved makeup and hair. When I was a little girl, I would like to do other people's hair and makeup. Just like that was what I liked to do, to play at my friends' houses. Like I just loved doing that all the time. Is there any person in makeup in the world who inspires you? I don't know. That is kind of a hard question. I don't know that there's one person in particular, but I do get a lot of inspiration from, you know, YouTube and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Do you have any goals set for your life? And they said, sorry if that sounds daunting. They know I'll make it spunky. I actually do. And this is going to sound very typical, but it's for a different reason than what you think. And one of the things I really want to do is I want to be successful and have a lot of money. Okay, no, just stop. Wait this. Because I don't really care if I have a bigger house. Like, my house is fine. I don't care if I have fancy cars. I mean, there's only so much makeup I can use. I only have one face. But I would love to be able to be one of those random people who go around and do like amazing, awesome things for people. Like, there's been several years at Christmas time that my husband's called me and I've been in tears because someone I knew or a family that I knew, sorry, this is gonna make me cry, that is struggling, and I'm like, I wish I had the money to go and buy these kids Christmas that don't have anything. Wow, I was not expecting to cry during this. But I see like friends of mine that are trying to adopt and raise money, and I wish I could just be like, you know, here's $1,000, or like, I just wish I could give back to people and make a difference and like anonymously go and like get stuff for people, or do like, I mean, I know I can do service now and that's really good, but I just wish I had the funding to be able to do it on a large scale and like, you know, leave my waitress at that $100 tip and, you know, do those kind of crazy random things. Put $100 bills in people's mailboxes. That's something, when my parents had more money growing up, before I was born. After I was born, my dad lost his job and we struggled for a long time. But before that, my parents were quite well off, and they used to do that. They used to go around and put money in people's mailboxes, and I was always inspired by that, and the acts of kindness that were given to me when my family was struggling, like people who did stuff for me, it always just inspired me. So I want to be wealthy, but not for myself, but so I can give to other people and I can donate and help other people's lives be better. If you weren't a stylist, what would you be doing? I'd love to work in social work or psychology. That is the other passion of mine, and my I wouldn't say dream, but something I've always thought would be really cool would be to open a salon where I did counseling and like hair at the same time. Obviously it'd be when my kids were older, but like, how cool would it be for someone to come in for a 45-minute session? You get to talk to a licensed therapist or social worker. You get to have your head massage. You get to get a blowout, like, and then you look fabulous. You feel fabulous. You hear me? Okay. So if I didn't do hair though at all, I would probably be working in some kind of social worker field. I love helping people and I love talking to people, so that's probably what I would be doing. Do you think changing your name of your channel helped you getting to 10,000 subscribers? I definitely do. I think changing my channel name had a lot to do with it. For those of you who don't know, my name used to be Girl Behind the Chair 09. I think just people didn't really understand it. Some of them who are familiar with cosmetology would understand the term behind the chair. That's why I kept chair in the name, so it's kind of a nod to that Amber's Beauty Chair. But I think it just helps people know that I'm a beauty channel. And so yeah, I definitely think that it's helped because I've noticed a lot more growth consistently after I changed my name. Do you do your own hair? Yeah, I actually have. Probably about once a year I have someone do my own hair, but this last cut that I have, I cut the front off, I did myself. I recently just colored and cut my hair. I went for a little bit cooler tone blonde and a little lighter than I had before and more just highlights all over than like the sombre. And I did this myself, so yes. Someone asked what part of Utah that I live in, and I live in northern Utah, so I don't live in southern Utah. I live outside of Salt Lake City and I live in more of a suburb. Okay, next question is why did you start your channel? So I started my channel because I was working as a cosmetology instructor. So when I quit, I really missed that interaction of like working and helping other people, and so I actually stumbled upon some videos in like a recommended feed and I was like, I totally want to do that, so I did it. I didn't do it very seriously. I've been on YouTube for like 6 years, but I didn't take it very seriously and I just upload videos for once in a while. My quality was horrible, but I have more about my YouTube story in like a video I actually filmed, so I'll link that up above my YouTube story, so if you're interested in hearing more about that. Okay, this is a good question. It says, how do you find time for full makeup with a young baby? And the answer is that I don't every day. I do not wear full makeup every day. I'm going to be doing a video soon that's talking about what I do like on a daily basis and then like on the go, and then like when I want to do full glam, I have different makeup setups. So I'm going to do a video on that soon. But the real answer would probably be is I don't expect to get anything done until about noon. Like that's by the time noon comes, I'm ready for the day. I eat lunch and then I plan on hitting things hard in the afternoon, but I just don't plan on doing a lot before then. And I just allow myself to take breaks, like when I'm doing my exercising and stuff. Like if I have to take a break, then I have to take a break. I mean, she comes first. There's many videos that you don't know that I've stopped like 4 or 5 times because she was hungry or she woke up from her nap or my kids needed a snack. And it's like, you guys don't see that part, but there's times when I have to stop what I'm doing and take care of them first, and so this just comes when I've got the time. Okay, so this question says, do you like doing your makeup or do you feel like it's something you have to do to feel more confident in yourself? I love doing my makeup. Like to me, doing my makeup is like my zone. Like I come down here and I start doing my makeup, like I feel like it's playtime, like artistry. I love expressing myself. I like playing with the colors. Yeah, I mean, it does make me feel more confident, but like the actual process of putting on makeup is something that I love to do. So it feels like time that I'm taking out for myself. It doesn't feel like a chore, something I have to do. And there's many days I don't wear makeup, so I really do enjoy it. Okay, my next question is about, do you still, or when baby's bigger, do hairdressing? So the answer is yes. I am not taking clients like I used to be doing, but I have a pretty big family and I have a couple of friends that I still do hair. So I end up doing hair a couple times a month. I don't do a lot of hair, but I still do some of it. I still have my little salon, so I still do it, but I'm not taking on clients like I was before, if that makes sense. All right, so the next question is, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is probably cereal, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I love a bowl of cereal. Like if I'm in a bad mood, if I don't have anything I want to eat, if nothing sounds good, I'll just pour myself a bowl of cereal, and I'm like so happy with that. Like I'm very content with just like a very simple dinner. Like I love cereal. Okay, my next question is, how do I balance time between salon and home? I kind of already talked about this, but basically I just plan on things taking longer and I just try to do as much when my kids are sleeping as possible. So I clean my house a lot at nighttime and I just hurry and try to get things done as much as possible. And I also try to get things done when she's sleeping so that when my kids come home from school, I have them help me. I have my kids do chores as well. So that way I can get cleaning done. So then when I have like specific days, if I am working in the salon that day or specific days I'm going to film, then all that stuff's done. And then I can just devote time to doing what I need to do for work. A lot of questions on what's my favorite makeup brand. Guys, I don't even know. I don't even know. I really have liked Too Faced lately. I've really liked their palettes. I haven't tried their foundation yet, but I have a sample of the Born That Way foundation. I think I'm going to try it out, see if it covers my rosacea. I don't know. I like a lot of makeup, so I guess that's really hard. Okay, so the next question is, how is your baby? And My baby is doing so good. So you guys saw her earlier. My husband actually came home, so he took her, so she's not here with me any longer. But she's awesome. I'm not going to show her a lot just because I don't want the focus of my channel to be more like mommy channel. But I will occasionally have her be on camera with me, just so you guys can see how big she's getting and stuff like that. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. I don't share her name just because that's just something that me and my husband have chosen not to do, to share kids' names on social media. But I will occasionally have her, maybe some bloopers at the end of the video or something. And if you guys want to see her, just let me know and I can pop her in for a little cameo now and then. Okay, next question is, what is my favorite part of my makeup routine? I would definitely say doing different eyeshadow looks. I love playing with eyeshadow and colors, and I mean, I enjoy doing blush and lipstick, but I always kind of apply it the same, where eyeshadow, you can kind of always do different things and make your eyes look a little different shaped, and so that's probably my favorite part. Do you have people notice you yet while you're out and about? Because I would definitely notice you. Love you. I love you too. Thank you so much. No, I've never had anyone notice me. I'm just a random girl who does hair and tends to make videos on YouTube, so no one ever recognizes me. I think I'd be shocked if anyone recognized me. I don't I don't have anyone say. If people see me that do know who I am, have seen my video before, they don't say anything. I do have occasionally people I know who watch my channel and have said like, oh, I watched your video, and I'm always like, oh, good. I kind of get a little embarrassed because I still think people think it's kind of funny, like, oh, you're 31 and you make beauty videos on YouTube, and I'm like, hey, you know, you do you. Do you have any pets? What are their names? No, I don't have pets. I am allergic to animals, so I can't have any in my home, and I just don't want to have an animal that I feel like I can't bring inside my home. So no, I don't have any pets. My kids really want to get a fish tank, and so we might be getting one of those. And I'm not really big on reptiles. My son would love to have a snake, iguana, anything like that, but no, I don't have any pets. Have you ever considered operation for your hooded eyes? No, actually, I like my eyes. Like, I know they're different, and I have to kind of make my eye makeup a little different than like following like a standard tutorial, but I like them. And it's like, I have my mom's eyes, I have my dad's nose. Like, I like having traits of my family, so I wouldn't change those things because they're me. Okay, somebody asked where I went to school. I went to an applied technology college that is local here. I did not go to like a big name school like Paul Mitchell or something like that. I just went to a normal school, and that is the same school that I ended up teaching. My instructors called me about 3 years after I graduated, asked if I wanted to get licensed as an instructor and come back and teach, so that's what I did. How do you deal with mean comments, and how do you stay so upbeat and positive? Well, for one thing, I don't get a lot of mean comments. I think majority of my comments, like 99%, are just sweet and nice and kind. I do occasionally get mean comments, but there's nothing that you can really tell me that I haven't heard, I guess. Like, if people come on my channel and they're like, oh, you have a big nose, I'm like, yeah, I have 2 videos on how to contour it. Would you like to watch those? Or like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah, you think I haven't noticed that? I've had it my whole life. Or, you know, did have someone say that I had an annoying voice, and I was like, okay, then don't watch. I had someone say once that my hair looked really yellow, and I was like, oh, it does kind of look yellow, and then I went and toned it, so there's that. I did have someone once say that I was boring, and I was like, well, I don't create a lot of drama. I don't have a crazy life. I'm not talking about things that are controversial. Yeah, I'm pretty happy being boring. So if you think I'm boring, then I'm okay with that. So when you're confident in who you are and like you own yourself, then it makes it that people can't really hurt you by saying that, because you're like, yeah, I already know. And mostly it's just because I'm confident who I am. I don't feel this big, like, I hear other YouTubers talk about how they feel so much pressure to be like everybody else. And I don't feel pressure to be like anyone else. And I'm happy for all those people who want to do different things. And I know there's a lot of trends that are going on YouTube, like wearing your hair a certain way or getting lip injections, or there's lots of things that a lot of people really like to do, and they're doing it for themselves because it makes them happy, but they're kind of trendy. And I just don't feel like pressured to fall into those trends. Like, if I wanted to do it for myself, I would, but I don't feel like I have to do that to keep up with anyone. I'm just like, I'm just me. And I've always kind of taken that approach. So if it takes way long for my channel to grow because I'm not like everybody else, then that's what it is, because I just like to be who I am. And like, my life is so much more than YouTube. Like, YouTube does not make or break me. Like, I have a happy life. I have children. I have my husband. I have friends. I have family. Like, I have all these things that make my life uplifting and great, that I'm not like worried about like YouTube and stuff. Like, yeah, a mean comment can make you feel down and make you sad, but there's so many things to be happy about in life that it's like, I'm not gonna let 5 seconds of someone's time ruin 24 hours of my day. You know what I mean? My camera's blinking at me, it's gonna die, so I'm gonna just try to grab a couple more. Someone asked about my eyeshadow primer. I just use the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. It's cheap. My favorite type of makeup, oh my gosh, eyeshadow palettes, blush. I know I have way too much. What makes me happy? I like making other people happy. So when other people tell me that I've done something to make them happy, it makes me happier because I'm just like, yay, I did something to help somebody else. What is my go-to eyeshadow palette? At the moment, it is the Lorac Pro 3 because I just got it and I love playing with it. Okay, someone asked if I'd ever like to visit Brazil. I would love to visit Brazil because my husband lived there for 2 years and also my sister-in-law is from Brazil. So I would love to visit it because they just tell me amazing things about the beaches and the food and so many wonderful people. So yes, I would love to visit Brazil. Choose one item, foundation or lipstick, and why? Foundation. Because of my skin, I've always been insecure. If I couldn't have any other makeup item, I'd probably pick foundation just because I feel like it's what makes the biggest difference in how I look. So, all right, that's everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A and it wasn't too long. And I will do another one after the giveaway ends and try to get some more of your guys' questions. If for some reason you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that and give me a like on this video if you enjoy Q&As, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!